Have you ever had that incredibly frustrating moment? You know, when a payment just flat out fails, or your direct deposit gets delayed all because you were missing one tiny, specific number? Well, today in this explainer, we are going to fix that once and for all. We're going to completely master your PenFed routing number so you never have to deal with that headache again.
Seriously, whether you're setting up your very first direct deposit or you just need a quick refresher, this explainer is going to give you absolutely everything you need to locate, verify, and actually use this crucial piece of banking info.
But hey, before we go hunting for it, let's take a step back and ask a fundamental question. What exactly is a routing number anyway?
Here is exactly how we're going to break this down today. 1. What is a routing number? 2. The PenFed master number. 3. Our step-by-step number search. 4. Troubleshooting and common pitfalls. And 5. An essential recap and disclaimer.
All right, let's dive into section 1. What is a routing number? Or, as I like to call it, the coordinates to your cash.
The banking system might seem incredibly complex, but it's actually surprisingly simple when you break it down. Think of the routing number as literally the zip code for your bank. It's a 9-digit code that tells the whole financial network exactly which institution to send your money to for things like ACH transfers and wires. Once your money reaches that correct zip code, well, your specific account number jumps in. That acts as the street address, delivering the funds right to your front door. You absolutely need both to get your hands on your cash.
Moving right along to Section 2, the PenFed Master Number, one key for all.
And here it is, 256-078446. This is PenFed's primary nationwide routing number. Now, unlike traditional legacy banks that have, dozens of different routing numbers depending on exactly what state you opened your account in, PenFed does things a bit differently. They use a unique, centralized approach. Because they didn't grow by just merging with a bunch of smaller banks, they really only need this one single number for all their members across the entire country. Oh, and here's a fun fact about how the system works behind the scenes. That 256 prefix, that actually denotes its registration with the Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond, which handles institutions headquartered in Virginia. Kinda cool, right?
So the really crucial takeaway here is that this single number acts as a master key. Whether you're setting up a military DFAST payroll direct deposit, paying your monthly utility bill, clearing a check, or even settling a domestic wire transfer, 256-078446 is literally the only number you need. It covers the whole shebang, routing all those transactions safely to the Tysons and Alexandria clearing locations.
Okay, let's get into the practical stuff with Section 3, step-by-step number search, finding your map.
If you ever happen to forget that master number, finding it online is just incredibly easy. Let's walk through the desktop portal first. Step 1, just log into PenFed Online using your favorite web browser. Step 2, scroll down a bit and click right on your account name or your personalized nickname if you set one up. Step 3, click View Account Information. Boom! A secure digital overlay pops right up, displaying both your 9-digit routing number and your full unmasked account number. Oh, and by the way, if you happen to be old school and have a physical PenFed checkbook handy, you can always just find this exact same 9-digit routing number printed on the bottom left corner of your checks.
Now, if you prefer using your phone, no worries. The mobile app interface flow is just as seamless, whether you're an iOS or Android user. First, simply log into the PenFed mobile app. Next, tap on the specific checking or savings account you want to use. And finally, either tap the blue plus icon or tap Manage Account, depending on your specific view. And there you go. Your routing and account numbers will be displayed right there at the top of your screen.
So how does all this digital data translate into the real world? Well, if you look at PenFed's Direct Deposit Authorization Form, that's Form 1299, the routing number is already conveniently pre-printed right in the middle. You literally just fill in your personal account details and hand the form over to your employer's payroll department. And here is a huge bonus. Using this exact form to set up direct deposit often means PenFed can make your eligible pay available up to 2 whole days early. Yes, please.
Now for Section 4, troubleshooting and common pitfalls, navigating roadblocks.
Okay, listen up, because this is a trap that catches a lot of people off guard. You must never ever confuse your member number with your specific account number. Your member number is kind of like your overarching identity with the credit union. Your account number, on the other hand, targets your specific checking or savings funds. Now here is a really fascinating mathematical trick. Your member number is actually hiding right inside your primary savings account number. If you just chop off the last 3 digits of your savings account number, what's left is your member number. It's like a secret code. But remember, for receiving transfers and deposits, you always use the full account number.
Now, sometimes the roadblock is just purely technical.
Let's say you're trying to view your numbers online, and the dashboard is completely blocked. If you're on a Mac using Chrome, the fix is to hop into Keychain Access and set your SSL certificate to Always Trust. Or if you're on a Windows machine and the menus look all cut off or truncated, you probably just need to adjust your display settings to a resolution of at least 1024 by 768. And hey, if you're ever truly stuck, just pick up the phone. You can reach PenFed customer service at 1-800-247-5626. To make your call super efficient, just make sure you have your member number and a government-issued ID ready to go so they can quickly verify your identity over the phone.
Another really common pitfall involves international wires. So that routing number 2560-78446 is absolutely still required, but for international stuff, it's not enough on its own. You have to include PenFed's physical corporate address on Eisenhower Avenue in Alexandria. Also, and this is super important, PenFed doesn't use a direct SWIFT code. Instead, they utilize third-party correspondent banks. So if you're expecting funds from overseas, you'll need to coordinate with the senders so they know to use a correspondent bank right alongside your PenFed routing and account details.
All right, we have covered a ton of ground today. Let's move to Section 5, Essential Recap and Disclaimer, Safe Arrival. Let's do a quick, high-energy recap to lock this all in. First, burn this into your memory. The master PenFed routing number is 256-078-446. Second, if you do somehow forget it, you can locate it instantly 24/7 via the mobile app or the online banking portal, using those 3 super easy steps we walked through. And third, never ever confuse your shorter, overarching member number with the specific, full account number you need for a transfer. Keeping those straight absolutely guarantees your money goes exactly where it should.
And as a final professional note, always verify your routing and account numbers with official PenFed resources before initiating any critical financial transactions. While we've given you a really comprehensive guide today, your financial safety is absolutely paramount. So just take a second to double-check your specific account details on the app, the website, or by calling customer service before you move any large sums of money. Better safe than sorry, right?
So what does this all mean? The crucial point is this: knowing your banking details isn't just about avoiding a bounced check or a delayed payment. It is about empowerment. It's about knowing exactly how your money moves and having the absolute confidence to direct it smoothly and securely. With this knowledge, you hold the keys. So the only question left is, are you ready to take full control of your financial infrastructure? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.